Hi. It has been a while since I've posted here on my channel. I have filmed and edited this part of the video like 3 times. I just can't seem to find the right words to describe what's really going on right now. I'm gonna use this video as the starting marker to kind of just recalibrate my body. And I'm probably gonna cry. I'm probably gonna cry a lot in this video. Something that has always been a problem of mine. I run myself to the ground. I've been struggling mentally. Fuck. The last 2 to 3 weeks of work were like the best of my business, but like the worst of my life. My trusty journal has been copying an absolute caning. And you guys know that journaling for me is one of those things that's really helped me process what I'm going through, process my emotions, and give myself the okay that what I'm going through doesn't make me crazy. Sometimes it can feel that way when it's all up here. My health over the last few weeks has not been the best because I've just been pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and running off fumes for a lot longer than I actually anticipated. So I was dealing with a broken heart, vertigo, migraines, blood sugar spikes, withdrawal, medication changes while trying to run a business, a team of 6, and the busiest time of the fucking year. I really did myself a solid. So now I'm just trying to recalibrate my body, bring everything back down to baseline. And looking into next year, there's gonna be a lot more downtime for me. There has to be a lot more downtime for me. The amount of personal growth that I had to go through this year to get to where I am, it's been fucked. It's called growing pain for a reason, right? I'm gonna take you through my next few day-to-day days. And I've written down a plan. This is my low pressure recovery plan. 1, daily non-negotiables. A, sleep at the same time every night. B, food every 2 to 3 hours. Even if I'm not hungry, doesn't matter, I need to be eating because I have not been eating very well and I've lost more weight. And that's okay. I know that I'm gonna put that weight back on eventually once I start, eating normally again and I'm not in like a state of like fight or flight. I had lost 50 kilos from my surgery, which you guys know. It hasn't really changed over the last like 3.5 months. I haven't lost any more, but since the burnout, I've lost like another 5 kilos. Yep, it's not good. No analyzing the future, no relationship content, scroll past that shit if it comes up. If my brain starts, I'm literally gonna have to say to myself, we're not solving this today. Connection without draining myself. Seeing family, 1 or 2 people at a time, no big crowds, that kind of thing, because I know that my anxiety cannot handle that shit right now. And even just low energy plans, so like going for a walk, watching a show with someone, like stuff like that. 1 grounding thing per day. So meditation, sunlight, walking around the backyard, like literally just like grounding myself to the earth again. I know that sounds very woo-woo, but we're just gonna embrace it, okay? So that's the plan. Whether we actually get there or not is a different fucking story. I'm gonna have the house to myself. It's gonna be me and little Kenji, bring you guys along this journey with me as I try to recalibrate my body. Good morning. Plans for today? None. I did weigh myself 2 days ago and I was 71.9 kilos. I've never seen that number before in my life. So I was a little like, okay, You guys saw me before my surgery. I was 127 kilos and now I'm 71. Good morning. Hi. Hi, Bello. Every morning, I sit down with my breakfast. I run through the podcast that is in my phone of Snapchats. And then while I'm getting ready, that's when I reply to everyone. I got my brows tattooed. So my senior cosmetic tattooist, Steph, one of my new girls, tattooed them a few weeks ago for me. She did a really nice ombre. They're still in the healing phase, so I do need to get them touched up still, but I'm loving them. Speaking of team, this year, we doubled our team. Katya start in February with us. Otherwise, it was just me and Denisha and Aubrey. Aubrey is my admin assistant who works remote. Katya start in February, and then in October, we had Kiara and Steph start. I'm gonna turn this off. My stomach is killing me, and I'm gonna take my time eating this toast because I haven't even touched it yet. One thing that I love about like having a little work from home setup is that when I decide to go full gamer mode, honey, honey. It's full gamer mode. World of Warcraft, and it like feeds the inner 10-year-old in me, and I feel like they're the kind of things that I really need to be doing right now. Please don't judge me. I just woke up from the fattest nap. Oh, that was the best nap of my life. So just before I head out some lunch, I'm just going to do a little bit of journaling. I don't really have an exact method of like what I do or how I like to write. So none of my entries have ever really been like structured. It doesn't need to make sense. No one's reading it. This is not an essay. And you don't even have to go back and read. I've never gone back to reread any of my entries ever. For lunch, I'm having a bit of a lazy boy lunch. I'm having a beef burek. Then we have some fresh lemon that I'm gonna just cut up and like squeeze all over it. So good. There was a gingerbread house yesterday, Christmas Day. I haven't tried it yet, but oh my God, I'm cured. Oh my God. Oh my God. Growing up, I never fucked with gingerbread men, especially the ones like from like the bakeries and stuff. They were always shit. Homemade though. Good boy. You know where to go. I think I need to get another hobby. Like, I think I actually need to. Because I do get bored quite quickly of doing like the same thing all the time. I think that's why I love running my own business so much, because there's always something different that's happening. I don't want to just switch to a different game because like I'm sick of sitting on the computer. And usually I love to paint, I love to create art. Maybe I should get like one of those adult coloring books with like a shit ton of markers. And yes, I'm cutting it out like a pile and aware of that. All nice and spread out. To get the most juice out of your lemon, shove your fork in there, and then as you squeeze, go up and down with your fork like this, and you get so much more juice out of it. I honestly don't really know what to say other than just, this is what I mean by like, I have moments where I feel like I'm completely fine. The smallest thing can trigger me, and then I'm just like a soppy fucking mess. And like, I didn't even vlog this, but like I just went and sat outside for like half an hour, got some sun rays, I cleaned up the kitchen. Then as I was walking back in here, I don't know why, I just started fucking crying. I think that I'm just like still in the mourning phase of the relationship, especially like during this time, like between Christmas and New Year. Like, I know what was planned, I know what we were meant to be doing. I was meant to be at the beach, I wasn't meant to be here. Okay, crying's over. It's been like an hour and a half. Just got a text from Kiara, which I really want to read out because such a beautiful message and I was not expecting it. So we're having a chat. She goes, also, thank you again for this job and opportunity. I really am so grateful to be working alongside you and such an incredible team. It's definitely one of the best teams I've ever worked with ever. And the way you run your business, you should be so proud. I've never seen any business owner care so much and be so organized. All the best for the new year. Looking forward to more memories. I needed to hear that today. I just like needed that little boost of reassurance, I guess, which I didn't even realize I needed. No. He's like, can you please fuck off? So I am gonna make myself something that I used to have in summer. I used to make these and they were so fucking good. I'm gonna make a spider, but it's not your traditional spider drink of like, I don't know what the fuck you put in normally. This is what we do. Vanilla ice cream. 1 scoop Hershey's chocolate syrup. It can be any chocolate syrup, does not matter on the brand. This expired in February last year. Perfect. A little bit of that. Then can of Coke. You can do a Coke no sugar, an original Coke. I'm gonna do half. And then usually you would get like a fork and just mash it in. I literally have no words. That is like my childhood in a glass. If you guys haven't made a spider like that before, I don't know why it's called a spider. If you have not made it like that before, do yourself a solid. I'm gonna start putting together some shit for my vision board. I think I'm gonna just start going through Pinterest and start saving some stuff. I think it's also really important to put up some stuff in there that is like a photo of you and your partner, a photo of you and your family, your best friends, your best friend, your dog. Like, I think it's really nice to have that as a reminder on your vision board, because yes, it's really important to always be striving for the next thing, but I think it's also equally as important to make sure that you ground yourself and remind yourself who your people are. So I think that's really important as well. It's currently Boxing Day, so everyone's out shopping and I'm avoiding that shit like the fucking plague right now. Did get asked to go shopping for Boxing Day, but with my need for low energy activity, that just wasn't gonna fit for me. Shopping list is done. We're gonna head off to Coles. We're gonna grab some stuff for pizza tomorrow night. I have two of my girlfriends coming over for a really chill, like pizza and wine kind of night. No, I'm not bringing my vlog camera into Coles. Like, are you kidding me? I would rather die. Bell peppers, aka capsicum, baby rocket, Kalamata olives, basil, chicken tenderloins for tonight's dinner, which I'm gonna prep in a minute. Some prosciutto. We don't have any homemade at the moment. I really hope it's been aged long enough because I hate when it's still like, that has like that raw taste. It's disgusting. Cucumber, that's for salad tomorrow. I also got some pineapple. I was like, just in case you want some pineapple on your pizza. I love pineapple on pizza. A bunch of tomato paste. Also got a bag of prawns with the tails off. I want to make like a prawn linguine garlicky pasta one night. So bought that for that. Shredded ham. Okay, so this is the dredging station, okay? Flour, egg, I need breadcrumbs, fuck me. Flour, egg, breadcrumbs, finished. Beautiful. And I always add water to my egg. I don't know why, but just like a tiny bit. And then of course we need our breadcrumbs. We keep our breadcrumbs in the freezer. Don't ask why, I don't fucking know, I don't make the rules. This is not homemade breadcrumbs. This is like bought from the bakery. Now, to season this, all I use, Vegeta. So I'll do like a tablespoon. I know it looks like a lot, but trust me, you don't actually get a ton of like flavor out of it. It's like, okay, so now I'm going to air fry these. I got these stainless steel racks off of Amazon and they basically just sit right in and you can stack them all up. That's how I like to batch cook my chicken. Anybody got time to do one layer, then one layer, then one layer, then one layer? Okay, anybody got time for that shit? I'm actually only oiling the one side. Next one goes on. Spray the bottom with some oil so they don't stick. Okay, beautiful. Then I'm gonna chuck these in the air fryer for like 20 minutes. I like my chicken to be cooked. If you've been a long time subscriber, you would know the salmonella situation that I've been through before, so I'm not putting myself through that again. In the air fryer, 20 minutes on maybe like 180. Since surgery, I really don't eat a lot. So this chicken that I'm cooking up now is gonna serve me really well. I literally will eat it as a snack. I need as much protein in my diet as I possibly can. So I do have some chicken and rice that I meal prepped like about a month ago and chucked in the freezer. So I've taken that out, have that, and I'll probably have one tenderloins with that for dinner tonight. The rest of the tenderloins I'll have in wraps. I'll have in salads. You can even throw it into a stir fry because I've kept the flavors very neutral. You're hungry, aren't you? You wanna eat? We always add raw capsicum into Angie's food because for those who don't know, they love capsicum and it actually stops them from eating their own shit, so that's great. Okay. Not gonna lie, I was feeling a little anxious while I was like doing all that. Honestly, sometimes you gotta realize that baby steps are better than anything else. Lunch is organized tomorrow. I'm gonna show you guys my infamous schnitzel salad. It is so good. If you guys like more like vinegary kind of vibes with your salads, like if you're a salt fiend like I am, yeah, you'll be excited for this one. All of that chicken cut up fits perfectly in that. Love that for me. Here's my dinner, and then I'm actually gonna top it off with some Kewpie roasted sesame dressing. Taste test. Oh my God, perfection. You're not getting any of this, sorry. Oh my God, I'm done. Don't mind me, I just jumped out of the shower. Been sitting in the same place all day. I'm not even gonna apologize for that, honestly. Tonight, I'm feeling good. I just got off the phone with a friend, and I think that's honestly what I feel like I needed. A chat about anything else, something different, and it felt really nice. And I don't feel as anxious. The Paula's Choice, and it has this metal applicator under the eye. Oh, it feels so soothing and cold. 9:30 p.m. signing off for the night. Tuck on Emily in Paris because Emily in Paris is back on and I'm very excited about that. And then head to sleep, but I will see you in the morning. Is that nice? Okay, all right. Hi, good morning. I am going to make a coffee, but I'm gonna make it decaf. Honestly, last night though, I got probably one of the best sleeps that I've had in a really long time. I still woke up at like 6:30 a.m., but my quality of sleep was so much better last night. So I feel really good about that. I've already eaten breakfast. My stomach isn't like doing flips. It's just like normal. Yeah, I just feel good. So this morning I don't really have a whole lot planned at the moment. I'm just kind of literally just relaxing, playing video games. I'm probably gonna go for a nice walk later, do a little bit of journaling and do some editing as well until the girls come over. So yeah, that's me for the day. It might be a bit of a quiet day to be honest. You ready? Yeah. Sometimes it's a half a carrot, sometimes it's a whole carrot. So today you can have the whole carrot. 1:45 p.m. I just woke up from a nap. I'm gonna assemble my infamous chicken sizzle salad. Now, obviously, first things first, start by washing your vegetables. Lettuce and cucumber. That's literally it. You can add tomato if you want, you can add anything you want, but I just like to keep it nice and plain. I'm using baby cos lettuce. Iceberg, you can use, I think it's called romaine. Use rocket to the bowl. Beautiful. You can add like red onion in this if you really want to. Next ingredient, I'm gonna add feta. I always get the traditional crumbly and tangy. I don't like the other one. The other one tastes like it's from a fucking bucket. Disgusting. So I'm just gonna use this one. I'm just going to crumble that straight over the top here. Some Kalamata olives, just because I'm a salt fiend. Final ingredient is your chicken. Now the dressing, olive oil, add as much or as little as you like. I'm trying to get my calories up, so I'm gonna decent amount. Then salt, use it sparingly. Oregano, an absolute ton of oregano. I usually like to use lemon, but if not, white wine vinegar. Not white vinegar, white wine vinegar. It tastes completely different. Give you a little salad stir. Wow, I'm really on a cooking show right now. Oh my God. That is where it's at. Back in the kitchen, I have my prawns defrosting and thawing out there. So now, I'm going to go ahead and get everything else sorted. I'm sure there's something that I'm forgetting here, but basically grab your base, grab your tray, tomato base, cheese, all of the toppings that you could want, prawns, salami, ham. It comes out of the oven, some rocket, you can put some of that samurigyo that I made before, basil, prosciutto, and then I've also got to grab out the bocconcini. I am so glad to be in bed. That was such a good night. Just what my soul needed, honestly. I feel like spending time like that with people who you love so much. There is such like a healing that comes from it. It's not that you need to like sit and commiserate and like talk about your problem. That sometimes it's nice to not talk about what's going on and to talk about everything else that's going on in their lives and whatever, because it takes you out of your head and into someone else's world for once, right? Especially when you're like going through something. We ended up going to Kmart, ended up trying to look for something, couldn't find it, and literally just came straight back home. I think I overdid it a little bit by saying yes to going to Kmart late at night, usually because I'm asleep by this point. It is like what, 11 p.m. But proud of myself that I did it, and I know it sounds so stupid. Baby steps, guys. It's fucking baby steps. It's all right, we'll get there. I feel really good after that. I feel really, really good after seeing them. Somebody walk me to my car. If I go alone, I'm not gonna make it very far. I'm happy for the love and all the above. I can't fake another smile. Fuck a fake smile. Plans for today? Fuck all. I'm gonna pull myself together while I chat to you guys a little bit about these concepts that I learnt about. I've never really put it into practice until the last like few weeks that I've been severely burnt out, right? And I learnt about this through Shallon Lester. She is incredible. I'm a subscriber of hers for years, and she does these really, really good like advice videos. So when you find yourself in certain situations, she has such a roadmap kind of way of getting out of situations or figuring things out for yourself. And the concept is, if you ever have to choose between yourself and letting someone down, let someone down. If you ever have to choose between yourself and letting someone down, let someone down. I never understood what that actually looked like till the last few weeks. It was the Saturday that we finished. So Saturday the 20th of December, I also had one of my really, really close friends' 30th birthdays. I sent her a message the night before and I just let her know, hey, I'm gonna have to really play it by ear today. It's taken everything out of me. I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it today, but please know that it's nothing personal. It's just that I can't. And she was like, yeah, no, that's so fine. Whatever. I understand. Saturday came, worked the full day, closed up, and I didn't end up going. I know that I definitely disappointed her. I disappointed my friends, and it was obviously a milestone birthday. I knew that if I went to that, I would have been the bearer of bad news. I literally just would not have anything to say. I wouldn't be talking to people. And to me, I feel like that is more disrespectful than me being like, hey, I'm so sorry, I can't make it. And so yeah, the concept of if you have to choose between yourself or someone else, to choose yourself, in this situation, it made complete and total sense. I needed to. And it's not easy. And it makes you feel like shit. Feel like a bad friend. I just want to kind of discuss that a little bit because it's a very interesting concept. Tonight, for dinner, I cooked up. I didn't think I was going to cook because I've got a lot of food in the fridge. I had a lot of leftover veggies from last night's pizza making situation. So I had some leftover prawns, I had some capsicum, garlic, spring onion, mushrooms. So I threw it all into a stir fry and I cooked up some rice in 10 minutes. A little bit of rice wine vinegar, light soy sauce, a dark soy sauce, a little bit of that, not much, and then just a splash of fish sauce just to give it some of that saltiness and a little bit more depth, hitting the spot. I put up a post on Insta, a 20 slide carousel, basically. Comments have just been so sweet. Validating, I guess, which not that I post shit like that for that kind of validation. I don't know, it just felt like posting. I just felt like writing. Everyone's throwing up their 2025 highlight reel. And I wanted to just be yeah, 2025 started that way. Not finishing that way, but that's okay. I think the next few steps for me is to get myself out of these four walls now. I've got a lot of anxiety about just being out and about. Get very, 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 very panicky. Actually, I had my new journal arrive. Hold on, let me go get it. These are all of my journals and I've dated them as well. So whenever I finish a journal, I write on the front what date it's from. So this was from December 2021 to May 2022. And then I jumped on Amazon and I came across this the vibes go with my tattoo. It's literally, this is me in a journal. I want to see what my first ever entry was here. Okay, oh my god, this is really crazy. The 2nd of December 2021. Today I'm grateful for my family, my clients, and my career. I'm so sick and tired of my anxiety. It's becoming too much. I know it takes time and time heals all wounds, but I'm so overwhelmed with all of this new shit that I have to do. Everyone has an opinion. I hate who I've become. I hate that I'm anxious about having a panic attack. Oh, because that's when I had my very, very first panic attack. Yep, that makes sense. I hate that I have social anxiety. I hate that I'm now relying on medication to make me feel okay. I hate feeling like a prisoner in my own mind. I hate that I'm unable to appreciate my success because I'm so riddled with self-doubt and anxiety. I feel like no matter what I do, my anxiety will always be part of my life. True. I get scared that the people around me will leave me when I'm in a time of need. Why can't my brain snap out of it? Why can't I just go back to the way I was? So far ahead of my anxiety, I had it down pat. I was able to talk my way out of being anxious and strong enough to just put up with it. I don't know how to educate people on how I feel who don't suffer with mental health issues. This is me talking about my ex. I don't know who, what, when, or where this came from, but it needs to fuck off. There's so much history in these books. Starting my business, breakups, getting my hopes up again, heartbroken again, friendship breakups, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Currently on my way to office work, so I'm gonna go and grab a bunch of printer cartridges, a laptop, so I figured I'll get them to print it because their printing is always so much better. A little bit more about me as a person, not me as a business owner. That was literally so quick, what the fuck? This is the vision board. I get questions all the time where I got this from. This vision board in particular is from Kiki K. Also, So just ignore the sports girl posters in the background. A friend gave them to me from when I did my campaigns with them, so we're just gonna ignore that, okay? Push pins, I got these from Kiki K as well. We gotta start taking some shit off. There are also some things that I'm keeping. Like I really wanna keep, if nothing changes, nothing changes. We're not rushing. So when I'm putting this together, I have to think, okay, if I'm sitting at my desk and this is up on my wall, that bottom line is what I'm gonna see first, right? So that's where I like to put the most hard-hitting things. It's just like, let me just have a look. Holy shit, mate. This is nearly already filled. So the first picture that I want to put down is a picture of myself and my girlfriends. I have to put this down. Put that there, go across there. Definitely need a photo of like the beach here somewhere. That brings me so much calm. And people might think that this is like really weird or like really cringy. You can't get more cringe than doing a vision board, to be honest. It's like, wow, this is what you really want and dream. And it's like, yeah, bitch, yeah. Where are your dreams? What are you dreaming of? To show someone your vision board is actually very, very vulnerable. Like you feel like such a fucking loser doing it. Brianna, she's got to go in. My dream apartment is going right in the middle. Cousins, no risk, no magic. That definitely needs to go like right here. We're not rushing. Hold on. This needs to go right here. Storms don't last forever. Really important reminder. I really wanted to add in Trisha because she is just like queen of manifestation. Like at first, this is a signed photo. I know, I can't. First, it was like a gag. So Steph, Fortuna, and I subscribed to her Patreon and we got signed version like each. We did it for like 2 months, so we both could get one. Trisha's career has literally been manifestation of everything that she's ever wanted. Her whole life is, I should say, like not just her career. Everything that she says happens. So I feel like there's something to say there. I think I can squeeze it in somewhere. All right, that is my 2026 vision board done. Here is an overview of the entire board. Trisha Paytas, my weight loss, cute little date, one of my besties, boss vibes, passports, definitely want to go traveling next year. Brianna, one of my incredible friends and mentors, a really cute photo I took at the Studio of the Sunset, which I thought was really pretty. Layla Hormozy. Storms don't last forever. Another little vibey picture. Keys to an apartment. That's my goal for next year. A lot can happen in a year. Self-explanatory. My team. I got Brandon here, which is so fucking random. I have Brandon here. He is the owner of the marketing agency that I've been working with. Hi, AndThatsJacob here. I also put in this photo of Brandon because he, in the last year, has taken his company from making $50,000 a month to making over $1 million a month. So that's some inspo. I saw this, it's you versus you. It's a mirror and there's a pawn and there's a queen on the inside. I thought that was really cool. Got my girlfriends, have some like inspo, eat better, feel better, brother's wedding, we're not rushing, cousins, apartment goals, me at the gym, more quotes and whatnot down this way. Shalon, Lester, it's called Growing Pain for a reason. Yeah, there's a couple of things I'm gonna add on here, but this is the general gist. Really glad that I got that done. My girlfriend, Monique, just invited me over to her house for a coffee. So I'm gonna go down there, get out of the house a little bit because I haven't been out of the house in 2 days. So if you're thinking of doing a vision board for next year, I have done one every year for the last 3 years. And honestly, it is the best thing that I've ever done. To wake up and look at your goals every single day. So I kind of use this as like a piece of artwork in my room and put whatever you want. And that's what I think the beauty is of doing a vision board, is that you can really customize it to whatever you want it to be. It is Tuesday, the 30th of December. It's the day before New Year's Eve. I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. Really feel like over the last few days that I've been home alone and I've just been doing my thing and I've been cooking for myself and eating well and keeping myself distracted, but also like allowing myself to relax and resting and napping, and honestly, I'm feeling 70% better already. This video probably won't get many views, but I really don't care. I hope it hits the right people. I hope that the person who's watching this that might be going through this can see that there is like a light at the end of the tunnel. And by no means am I cured or anything like that. Like I still have a way to go 100%, but I feel like taking a pause and taking a step back has allowed me to just decompress, and relying on the resources that you have around you are so important, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's a parent, whether it's a cousin, friend, a therapist that you can talk to, a psychologist, someone that can give you outside perspective. Like for example, I've been seeing my psych for the last 5 years now. First 6 months, I could not tell whether she liked me or hated me, which is so funny now because now she really gets me and I really get her and like the way that she works and she gets the way that I work. She calls me out of my shit, and you need someone that can call you out on your shit gently. Let's say like one of your only resources is like best friend or just a friend of yours. I would create like an urgency word. Say the word is peach, right? Call them up. Hey, I'm just letting you know, I'm going through a really rough time right now. If I text you the word peach, it's urgent. I need you to please like just call me as soon as you possibly can. And I'm sure that 99% of people would be totally fine with that. And what that will also do for you is that will help you decipher whether something is more trivial and you can figure it out yourself, or whether something is actually like really, really bad. A lot of people, I'm not saying everyone, but a lot of the people who have gone to therapy in the past and they say, yep, nah, didn't work, therapy does nothing, they do fuck all, da 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 da. People don't understand that it's a long haul with therapy. It's not a quick fix. It's kind of like going to the gym. It's 20% what you do at the gym and the other 85% or 80% is what you do at home and how you manage at home. You don't go into therapy, unload, feel amazing, walk out. Therapy, it's like you open a can of worms and those worms start wriggling around and wriggling out of the can, but then eventually, once all of the worms are out of that can, you can clean it. And I think whether you're going through a similar situation that I'm going through at the moment, life is one big transition period. When you first start a new job, that anxiety in between, like starting and then knowing your shit and being settled in there, that's the ultimate transition period. When you lose a loved one, the grief period is a transition period. Starting a new hobby and you're really shit at it, but you're really anxious going for the first few times, or when you start going to the gym like the first few times and you're really nervous, that's a transition period. Literally every single thing in life. Transition periods are exactly that. They transition you. They take you from A to B to C. Feelings that you feel in that time frame, they're not gonna hang around forever. Emotions really are energy in motion. That's why when you cry, you eventually do stop. Might take 10 minutes, might take an hour, might take an hour and a half, but you do stop. I'm gonna stop waffling on, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now because you guys are probably so sick of my face. I know this is a very, very long video. I really hope that this gives you a little bit more insight into what it looks like to go through it and then pick yourself up afterwards. It's a lot of repetition, it's a lot of boring daily shit, but if you can kind of tweak things a little bit to make your day a little more interesting, like, you know, doing a vision board or going and seeing a friend, or I think those things have definitely helped me in these last few days that I've been like vlogging all of this. I feel like I'm like 60 to 70% there. I definitely do still have some demons to slay, but I know that that will happen naturally. I don't really need to force that. They're just, things will come up and I'll get through it. Now going forward, my channel is obviously not gonna be a fucking mental self-help channel, but I do wanna share next year more of me, Jacob is again, because I used to do that all the time. If you're interested in this new era of Jacob Stella and not just, and that's Jacob, like of Jacob Stella, then I would love for you to join. So make sure you like this video. Be sure to comment down below if you've gone through burnout, how you got through, how you're doing at the moment. I really want to hear from you. I really want to build the community even more. So please subscribe, like, click the notification bell, do all that shit, of course. And yeah, thank you. I love you. And I will see you guys soon.